Hello everyone, and welcome to
Select your class.
where I
Select your
accidentally
mode.
clicked the zero test button.
Select your cup.
Welcome to F-Zero GP Legend E+.
RE. Select your course.
This is a ROM hack, which, if you couldn't tell,
Choose your vehicle.
by the name, adds all the e-reader card courses into the game. So basically, I can actually play them through YouTube. I didn't do this with my original GP Legend LP because the game is very long and I did need a break after that.
3, 2, 1.
And hell, we're still not even done yet. There's stuff like story mode and, as we saw, zero test, which I might get around to. Might. Zero test is kind of boring, so probably not that, but story mode maybe. Anyway, we're not talking about that. We're here to talk about these card courses. You can only play them in the training mode. There are 20 of them in total, which makes the training mode's clunky menu a bit, you know, upsetting to work
4 laps to
with.
go.
But it doesn't really matter. So if you're wondering, this game obviously has like 5 tracks per Grand Prix about. So there's like 5. I also think this game can hold 5 of these Card E tracks at a time. So I'm gonna split the episodes up into 5 courses a pop. Yeah.
3 laps to go.
If I really had to compare this to another F-Zero game, I would compare these card courses to the F-Zero X expansion kit. And if you want to use these cards yourself, you have to have the Japanese version of... I'm pretty sure you have to have a Japanese e-reader to even scan the cards in the first place. And you also need a Japanese version of F-Zero GP Legend, which...
2 laps to go.
Coincidentally, if you are looking for it, it is called F-Zero Falcon Densetsu over there. But I really do suggest just downloading the GPL E Plus ROM hack. It's on romhacking.net. It's got patches for the European version, the US version, and the Japanese version, so you can play it on any one of those versions that you like.
Final lap.
I really do suggest just going that route. I think these courses originally had names when distributed on the cards. However, I do not have those names with me right now. And also, they're not built into this ROM hack either, so... what can you really do? Not a whole lot, unfortunately. But then again, I couldn't even read what the expansion kit's course names were, so...
Finish!
we're not missing too much over the F-Zero X LP. See, this is what I
Select your
mean.
cup.
It
RE.
boots you back out
Select
here, and
your
then you have to
course.
start from course 1. But anyway, Red Canyon 2.
Choose your vehicle.
Let's go with the Big Fang again.
Three, 2, 1, go! You've got a new booster.
So that's a Red Canyon course. There were also other kinds of e-reader cards released for this game, but you know, they don't really matter. I think it was like staff ghosts, and I believe unlocking some machines required it in the Japanese version. It required the cards. But of course, in the States, unlocking all the machines is fully possible without buying cards in an e-reader, so I think we had the best deal on that. I mean, yeah, we missed out on the staff ghosts, but I don't really care. And of course, we missed out on the extra courses, but the e-reader was kinda dead in America by 2004. Like, no one really cared.
2 laps to go.
Which is completely understandable considering how the thing works. But, yeah. Doesn't matter all that much.
Final lap.
We're at the final lap already. Staying very far ahead of this AI the whole way through. And some of these races are actually dangerous on expert, so I might lower the difficulty for them. And by dangerous, I mean dangerous, like can kill you.
Choose your vehicle. Select your course.
Well, this puts a lot into perspective. Just literally hit retry and then back out, and then it works better? Okay. Anyway, Sand Ocean.
3, 2, ready, go! You've got a new booster.
Yeah, not bad. And these courses aren't really bad. One interesting thing to note is, if you've ever seen the F-Zero Climax built-in track editor, these courses are constructed in much the same way. There are pre-built e-reader card course chunks in the game data, and all the cards have on them is just, well, a sequence of those parts.
Four laps to go.
So, I do believe, now I have no way to test this because actual e-reader support on emulators is kind of iffy. I haven't managed to find one that supports it, but I do believe that some people have even made custom e-reader courses for it. Even if I did have an emulator that could... Even if I did have an emulator that accepted e-reader support, I don't even have the Japanese version of this game, so I couldn't test it
3 laps to
anyway.
go.
But I'm fairly certain. But that's besides the point, and I don't know why I went on such a big tangent about it. Probably because I have nothing else to talk about, because this course is rather plain. So, I mean, it's got that little grid thing, but that doesn't really do anything.
You've got a new booster. 2
Yeah,
laps to go.
you see how much damage, like, an AI car slamming into you from behind does? It does, like, so much. Would you look at that? It's like, I think there was another course in one of the F-Zero games I played for this channel where this can happen. Where you use all the boosts and then you have to go through slowly because you don't have as much energy, and boosting is inadvisable.
Final lap.
So yeah, this will be a nice, quick little extra dose of F-Zero for those who are interested in it. Because I do know, I certainly am. a huge F-Zero fan. So Let's Playing these games for YouTube has been like the dream. It's awesome. I really like it. Ooh, just barely snagged second place. Of course, there's no rankings, but oh well. Retry.
Choose your vehicle.
Back out.
Select your
Back
course.
out again. Yeah.
Choose your vehicle.
Anyway, another Whiteland course, and well, second to last course for this episode because we're almost at 5 courses in.
3, 2, ready, go!
I didn't get the
You got
boost
a
fire that
booster.
time. Of course, we have that F-Zero X Whiteland music. Well, kind of. The pitches are different. Weird, but oh well.
4 laps to go.
Anyway, as you can see, this course has a ton of pit areas on it. And the main gimmick is, I believe, we'll have to get over to it. Like, of course you have the boost arrows, but that's pretty standard. Yeah, the gimmick is there's one side that's damaging, but is faster, and the other, there's one side with lava, and the other side with dirt, and you have to pick, do I want to take damage, or do I want to go fast? Of course, since in training mode, you are given boost from the start, your answer should always be the dirt path. Because if you don't have enough energy to boost, you're really low on health anyway, and you shouldn't be taking more damage, so you should go the dirt route anyway.
Two laps to go.
Alright, nice and simple. We're going through this pretty well. Also, I like these Card E courses quite a bit. Because, you can see the dev team over at Suzak, who I assume Suzak made these courses. You can see the development team over at Suzak starting to realize the mistakes that they made in GP Legend that caused the AI so much grief. And you can see them starting to overcome that here in these Card E tracks. It's almost like the stepping stone between F-Zero GP Legend and F-Zero Climax. Alright.
Choose your
Yep, still abusing
Select your
that
course.
strat. The next one is Fire Field.
Choose your vehicle.
It is also, coincidentally, the last course for this episode.
3, 2, ready, go! You've got a new booster.
Oh, that's right, mines. They have mines on this course. Also, as far as I'm aware, these courses have no expert variations. The same on all difficulties.
4 laps to go.
Makes sense. Anyway, can I just say how much I like this iteration of the Firefield music? I don't know.
3 laps to go.
I don't know, man. Just the pitch of this version in comparison to the SNES version just always sounded better to me. Though my favorite always goes to the, in my opinion, criminally underrated Maximum Velocity theme for Fire Field. We'll get to that game when we get to it.
Final lap. Go!
And we did it. See you all in the next episode of F-Zero GP Legend Card Eve.